I spent years climbing the wrong career ladder, and it turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to me. Now, hang back for a second and let me tell you the story of my career. In 2017, I graduated from a Bachelor of Engineering and Commerce from UNSW. Now, just before graduating, just like many other university students, I was trying really, really hard, pumping out grad applications just like that, application after application, trying to secure my first job. I tried really, really hard to get a job in engineering, particularly in design, because that's what I thought I was passionate about at the time. But no matter how many applications I did, I just kept failing and failing, and I started to experience a lot of self-doubt. So I decided, well, I also did a commerce degree. Why not apply for jobs on the commercial side too? So I applied for lots of jobs in banks and other consultancies on the commercial side, and guess what happened? I ended up getting many offers from the commercial and banking side instead, and almost zero from the engineering side. I got an offer at Combank, and I decided to just say screw it and go for it. Because when I was at the Combank interview, I sussed the place out and I was just like, wow, actually, this seems potentially very exciting. Why not just give it a go? So 1.5 years of the Combank grad program passed by, and throughout that grad program, I got pushed in many ways outside of my comfort zone, in many good ways, and it was really, really good for me. I did have a lot of fun and I met a lot of great people, but as I approached the end of that grad program, I realized that a career in financial services just wasn't for me. I wasn't passionate about the cause regarding financial services. And that part of me that really wanted to be an engineer kept itching back at me. So I decided to start applying again for engineering firms. And once again, I failed for all the mid to big to large tier engineering firms. And I eventually secured a role at a very, very small engineering company. So I was going from a massive bank, Australia's largest bank, to a complete career change from commerce to engineering, but not to any engineering firm, but a very, very small one with like less than 20 engineers. Now, I was at this small company for about a year, and in that year, I started to grow my technical skill in engineering design, which is really good, specifically structural engineering. But at the same time, something very unfortunate that I experienced, which I won't dwell on in this video, was the fact that I was in a very toxic work environment. The employee turnover was high. People treated each other really, really poorly, very unprofessionally. It caused a lot of negative emotions in me. So I decided to jump ship. Well, actually, I quit that job for no job because the work environment was so toxic. I just couldn't take it anymore. And I was unemployed for 6 months, and I spent that 6 months trying to find my next engineering job because I thought I was still passionate about engineering design. I eventually got that job at a mid-tier engineering firm in North Sydney as a structural engineer, where the work environment was so much better. After about 4 to 5 years in this company, I climbed my way up to becoming a chartered structural engineer, which is really cool. And I realized I did enjoy design, but ultimately I had this underlying strong feeling building up of just feeling unfulfilled. I felt like I wasn't tapping into my potential, and that really sucked. I'm the kind of person that does really want to figure out what I'm about and what I can achieve. And I felt like I had a lot more to bring to the table than my career or the ladder that I was climbing as an engineer would allow me to really tap into. So I started learning about this other field called infrastructure advisory, something I had never heard about before. And I had learned that in that field, it was a very excellent cross between commercial, between working in the construction industry, working on massive projects, while still getting a bit of exposure to the technical side. A cross of that with my ability to focus on my strengths, which was communicating and building relationships with people. So I ended up securing a role as an advisor at an infrastructure advisory firm. And 6 months into that role, or sorry, 9 months into that role now, I can gladly say that out of all of the roles I've done since graduating, and it's 8+ years in now for me, this career that I'm in now is one that does bring me a lot of joy and fulfillment. But to get there, I did have to move around a lot to multiple different career ladders. I climbed up one, and then I realized that it wasn't for me, so I started at the bottom for another. I climbed up that, also realized it wasn't the right ladder for me, and now I've jumped to, I would say, my third or fourth ladder. The reason why I'm telling you this story is because many of us spend years in careers, companies, and roles experiencing feelings of anger, resentment, regret, sadness, and unhappiness, ultimately feeling like we wasted our time. But even though time is valuable, I would say that time was never truly wasted. And here's why. Spending time in the wrong career or climbing the wrong ladder is an absolutely necessary building block for you to one day ultimately start experiencing those incredible feelings of fulfillment when you do step into that career, that career ladder that is more suited to you. Think about it. Without that time you spent working with people you don't like, working on projects you don't enjoy, working in an industry that you don't being a part of, or working on a skill that you don't really enjoy growing, you won't truly be able to appreciate how good it feels to finally land a gig or climb up a new career ladder that is more catered to you in those aspects. We are humans, we're not robots. We need bad to have good. We need hard times to have good times. Hard times help us become people who are a lot more self-aware. Hard times build character, awareness, and a better sense of direction with one's life. Easy times and easy decisions and perfect decisions don't. So I want to present to you 5 benefits of spending years climbing the wrong career ladder. Number 1, you learn about what you don't enjoy, whether it's work styles, work culture, team environments, or certain personality types in the office. What kind of personality do you work well with when it comes to a senior or a manager to you? What kind of personalities empower you and push you to become a better version of yourself, as opposed to what kind of personalities just push you to become a worse version of yourself, or the version of yourself you're not happy with. Number 2, you learn about what kind of work doesn't bring you fulfillment. Is it technical work that you don't enjoy? Is it client-focused work that's heavily based on deadlines? Is it the kind of work that involves delivering presentations to your team, presentations to your clients? Is it work that's just very broad and ambiguous? Is it project management? You try different things and you start to realize what doesn't work for you. Number 3, you learn about what industries you genuinely don't care about contributing to. Is it health, defense, education, the construction sector? Is it the residential building sector? Is it the public sector? Very important question to answer. What industry do you care about contributing to? Number 4, you become less happy. I know that's weird saying that that's a benefit, but it is absolutely a benefit. I said before, hard times create good times, and time you spend in your career being less happy helps you ground your current situation in, because you will have something to compare to. When you finally get to that career that you feel is more suitable for you, you will be able to look back in time at that career you were once in that made you unhappy, and you will thus eventually feel gratitude for the current place which you are in. And the last benefit to spending years in the wrong career ladder is that this experience helps you make much better decisions for you in the future, because those decisions are going to be based on awareness of what doesn't work for you, ultimately helping you make decisions that are more likely to be better for you. So that's the case that I'm trying to make to you today. Spending years in the wrong career ladder can at times feel like shit, because you're comparing yourself to the progression of other people's careers. You know, in this day and age when we've got our phones and we can scroll through LinkedIn, we can see how quickly everyone else is advancing, and we just wonder to ourselves, why are they doing so well in their career? How is it that they were so lucky to find that perfect first job and now they're just accelerating up the ranks in that career? But for me, that's not the case. Well, I think it's important for you to ask yourself this. Just because that person seems to be going from graduate all the way to director in the one company in 10 years, does it really mean that they're happy and fulfilled? Or could they just be potentially climbing a career ladder that isn't right for them? It's important here that we don't get distracted looking at other people's career trajectories and instead focus on ourselves. Our career decisions and the careers we end up with are a direct product of our life experiences and everything that's unique to ourselves. As long as we're in a trajectory of getting to a better place based on our past experiences and learning from them, you are doing absolutely wonderfully, and it's something you should be happy about. So, if you've recently made the realization that you are now climbing, or you are currently climbing a career ladder that isn't the right one for you, avoid allowing yourself to feel upset or angry about it, because that experience that you've had, this experience that you've had, is absolutely necessary for you to eventually feel that feeling of joy and fulfillment when you do land that career. Because when you do land that career that is the right one for you, you will be looking back at this time that you spent, and you will have something to compare to, and you will thus feel so much more gratitude for where you're at. Gratitude is completely relative. It's not an absolute thing. I do believe for you to experience great feelings, you need to have hard feelings. And, you know, when it comes to your career ladder, spending time on the wrong career ladder is not a waste of time. So it's something you should smile about with these mistakes you've made. And I'll finish off by just saying that I genuinely believe that if I started my career as a graduate in this current company I'm at now, in this role I'm at now, I genuinely would not feel or be feeling the same level of fulfillment as I do today, compared to the situation where I took 8 years to get here, because my career went from here to here to here to here to here to eventually get here.